The Shroud of Turin is one of the most mysterious and controversial artifacts in history. Some believe it is the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, while others argue it's a medieval forgery. But what does the latest research say? Are there new findings that could finally solve this centuries-old mystery? Join us as we explore the newest discoveries, scientific methods, and the impact of these revelations on faith, history, and science. The origins of the Shroud of Turin remain shrouded in mystery. Some trace its history back to the 1st century, while others argue it appeared much later in the medieval period. What we do know is that the shroud has fascinated people for centuries. The earliest known records place the shroud in the city of Lirey, France, in the 14th century. It was displayed as a relic, attracting thousands of pilgrims who believed it bore the miraculous image of Christ. Over time, the shroud was moved, hidden, and even survived fires that threatened to destroy it. Eventually, it found a permanent home in the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy, where it remains to this day. But where was it before the 14th century? Some theories suggest it was kept in Constantinople and even trace it back to the burial cloths mentioned in the Bible. The mystery deepens when we consider ancient accounts, religious traditions, and historical texts that describe a cloth with Christ's image. In the modern era, science has taken center stage in the study of the shroud. Researchers have used carbon dating, fiber analysis, and advanced imaging techniques to uncover its secrets. But what have they found? One of the most famous studies took place in 1988 when a small piece of the shroud was subjected to radiocarbon dating. The results shocked the world. The shroud was dated to the Middle Ages, between 1260 and 1390 AD. Many took this as proof that the shroud was a forgery. But was it really? Critics argue that the sample used for testing was taken from a contaminated or repaired section of the cloth, not the original fabric. Later studies on the linen's chemical composition, pollen analysis, and textile characteristics suggest that the shroud could be much older than the carbon dating results indicate. Recent advancements in technology have revealed astonishing details. The image on the shroud is not painted or drawn but appears to be a result of some unknown process. Scientists have even found evidence that the image contains three-dimensional information, something not seen in ordinary artwork. Could this mean the shroud is truly an authentic relic? The shroud continues to be one of the most debated artifacts in history. On one side, scientists and skeptics argue that the medieval dating, lack of historical records before the 14th century, and the possibility of artistic techniques suggest that the shroud is a clever forgery. On the other hand, many researchers and theologians claim that the shroud's unique properties, historical references, and unexplained image formation all point to its authenticity. They argue that no known medieval technique could have created such an image. For millions of Christians, the shroud is more than a piece of cloth. It is a powerful symbol of faith, representing the suffering and resurrection of Jesus Christ. But if it were proven to be a fake, would that change their beliefs? The shroud has inspired countless works of art, literature, and cinema. It has appeared in documentaries, books, and even influenced depictions of Jesus in religious paintings. It also continues to draw thousands of visitors whenever it is displayed, demonstrating its profound impact on people around the world. The fascination with the shroud extends beyond religion. It touches on history, mystery, and the quest for truth. So what's next? Researchers are calling for new tests using the latest technology to examine the shroud without damaging it. Could future studies finally provide conclusive proof about its age and origin? As the debate continues, one thing is certain: the Shroud of Turin will remain one of the most intriguing and contested artifacts in history. Whether a miraculous relic or a medieval mystery, it challenges us to explore the intersection of science, history, and faith. New research has added even more layers to the mystery of the shroud. Scientists have been studying microscopic particles embedded within the fibers of the cloth, which may provide clues about its origins. Some studies have suggested the presence of plant pollen from regions consistent with ancient Judea, while others have identified traces of rare minerals found in burial sites from the time of Jesus. These findings raise fascinating questions. If the shroud is indeed from the Middle East, how did it end up in Europe centuries later? One of the most compelling discoveries is the presence of human blood on the shroud. Several forensic experts have analyzed the stains and determined that they are consistent with real blood, not paint or dye. Even more astonishing, the blood appears to be type AB, a rare blood type that is also found on other Christian relics, such as the Sudarium of Oviedo, believed to be another burial cloth of Jesus. If the blood is real, it supports the argument that the shroud was used in a burial. However, skeptics counter that the blood could have been added later as part of a medieval hoax or religious ritual. Another area of interest is the unique way in which the image on the shroud was formed. Researchers using advanced imaging techniques have discovered that the image seems to have been created by a sudden burst of intense energy, possibly light or radiation. This discovery has led some scientists to speculate that the image could have been formed by an unknown natural phenomenon or even a supernatural event. Some have gone so far as to suggest that the image was created at the moment of Christ's resurrection, an idea that aligns with certain religious beliefs. Despite these incredible findings, there are still many unanswered questions. If the shroud is truly ancient, why did the carbon dating test place it in the medieval period? Some experts believe that contamination from centuries of handling, exposure to fire, and repairs may have skewed the results. Others argue that the dating was simply incorrect and should be repeated with newer techniques. Advances in nanotechnology and artificial intelligence may soon allow scientists to analyze the shroud in ways never before possible, potentially uncovering definitive answers about its age and authenticity. The impact of the shroud extends far beyond science and religion. It has become a powerful cultural icon that continues to captivate people from all walks of life. Artists, historians, and theologians alike have been inspired by its enigmatic presence. The shroud has been the subject of numerous films, documentaries, and novels, each exploring different aspects of its mystery. Its influence can be seen in religious art, where depictions of Christ often resemble the image found on the cloth. For believers, the shroud serves as a tangible connection to the past, a relic that may have witnessed the most significant event in human history. For skeptics, it remains an unsolved puzzle, an artifact that defies easy explanation. Regardless of one's beliefs, there is no denying the profound impact that the shroud has had on the world. As new research continues, the debate surrounding the Shroud of Turin is far from over. Scientists and historians will keep searching for clues, using the latest technology to unlock its secrets. Whether the shroud is ultimately proven to be genuine or not, its story is one of mystery, faith, and the relentless pursuit of truth. What do you think? Is the Shroud of Turin a genuine relic of Jesus Christ, or is it one of history's greatest hoaxes? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mysteries and discoveries.